Welcome to the UltraCycling magazine show.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of the UltraCycling magazine show. The show all things UltraCycling as well as bicycling in general and RAAM, Raw, and Race Across the East this year. Hey Lee, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing better. I wound up in the hospital this week, and I have RSV.
Ooh.
Been pretty sick. I'm better today. I'm not showing my face because I look even worse than usual. And if I go silent at any time, it's because I'm coughing. So
Okay.
Be alert, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully I don't get into a coughing fit easier because I'm trying to catch everything too.
I hope I don't give it to anybody here on the show today.
Oh, I'm sure you won't.
My lesson is I went to the pharmacy and I got 3 different vaccines at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, we said, well, let's just wait on the RSV for about 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks go by, 4 weeks go by, 6 weeks. And I just never got back to get that shot. And so I'm in this. So folks, get those shots up to date, for goodness sakes.
Definitely.
That's enough about me, but Jim's going to take over here because at any moment I might not be able to talk. But anyway, we're going to talk about the time stations here in Ohio, the Race Across America time stations, time station 41 in Oxford, 42 in Blanchester, 43 in Chillicothe, 42 where Jim hangs out.
Yep, and it will be the start of the race this year.
Right, and Mike, I don't know what happened there. I don't think I did that, did I?
I don't. They may have been my glitch. I don't know.
Anyhow.
Sorry about that.
All right. Well, it's one of those days, folks.
Mike, there we go.
Mike Minium, the sign man. We want to thank him for all those signs along the way. You can get one at the time stations for $10, and he helps Mike put a sign out there on the road. They make great souvenirs for collecting autographs, and you'll find them on trophy walls around the world.
Definitely.
And while we're talking about it, let's make sure we ask everybody to follow on Facebook and subscribe us on YouTube. And while you're there, be sure to ring. I don't know, the bell ringer. Here he is. I wasn't sure we called him that day, but there he was at. Anyway.
Gotcha. Got to keep him in the other room. You don't want to catch what you got.
Yeah, he probably was hanging out by somewhere. Jim, let's talk about Race Across the East. How's that coming?
Yeah, let me get the banner going here for the comments and questions down here. Make sure you post your comments and questions out there in the Facebook and YouTube world, and we will get your questions popped up and show. If you don't have any questions or comments, just let us know where you're watching from.
Okay. Race Across the East, Jim.
Yes, sir. Again, this year, Race Across the East will be starting in Blanchester, Ohio on June 19th, which is a Wednesday, which is about the day that all the RAAM riders will be coming through Ohio and getting to Blanchester. So it's going to be a fun-filled day there. We hope you all come out and see us there. Right now, here's the route information. Again, it's still tentative, but that's the general route, which you can find on the RAAM page also. It's going to be a lot of climbing for our Race Across the East folks. Right now, we still have 5 two-person teams, 1 4-person, and 12 solos, which encompasses USA, Brazil, Great Britain, and Slovenia. So it's going to be a good race. We're still in the standard registration period, so if you're going to register, do it now and save yourself some money.
Yeah, I think that goes through February, doesn't it, Jim?
Yes, February 29th. So we still got about half a month left on that pricing. So
okay, well, Calvin's Challenge registration is now open, and there's a discount for those of you who have done it before. I don't know what it is, but I just know there is a discount. And on the RAAM note, on the show notes for this show, there is a link to the registration. So we're welcoming Calvin's Challenge back here to the Miami Valley. We hope that some of the old timers remember that event. And some of you here in the Midwest, this is a nice race, 100-mile, 12-hour, and there's going to be a 24-hour race this year. And I know that Larry Ostlund and both Larry Graham, who had run it before, is helping Larry with that. The Larry and Larry show this year.
Yes.
Cold Country Roubaix, there's also a link in the show notes where you can find out more about it and also register. I didn't look up the registration today, so I don't know what they're doing there. But
it looked like they've got a good fair amount. There's quite a few people from Ohio going to be there, and I think April and I are going to go out there with the tandem. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Listen, put the biggest tires on there you can, Jim.
Definitely, I heard that.
I know that from my tandem experience, they do tend to sink.
Yes,
but especially with my weight, they tended to sink. But so our good friend Lambdo is going back to Vietnam for another tour, and this time he's actually going to go to his hometown.
Yep.
And that's going to be interesting. We have a little video.
All right, let me bring him on.
Hello, folks. This is Dr. Doe of the UltraCycling magazine show. I am exactly 1 week from my trip to Vietnam, and this time I am riding the Central Highland from Nha Trang to Da Nang, and Da Nang is my birthplace. Also, is where the American troops first landed in Vietnam. I hope to share my journey with you. It will be beautiful, and I hope that you will tune in, enjoy, and share the show with your friend. This is Dr. Doe of the UltraCycling magazine show. Take care.
And I think he's off there in a few more days.
Yep.
We will have a regular special report from him with a playlist. It's he did such a wonderful job on his first tour of Vietnam, and as a native who can speak the language, and his own reflections of his life. A lot of us remember the war in Vietnam, and that was a very, very dark period in our country and in the world. And it's very conflicting thoughts about it. But you have to say, if it hadn't been for the war, we would never met Lambdo, and he wouldn't be a successful doctor in San Diego, actually Oceanside.
All right.
And so we'll be glad to hear from him.
Definitely.
We're having Team Speedy Turtle on.
There we go.
A tandem bike team with a blind rider, and they're going to be the first solo tandem team in the race across America.
Awesome.
So that'll be a good show. Actually, the next week we're going to have a tandem team on that's going to be doing the race across the West. And we're very happy to promote that because anything we can do to help our blind sisters and brothers get out on a bike is great.
Definitely.
And we hope that more people out there volunteer as pilots to help that happen.
Definitely. And we can't forget our local guy here in Ohio, Joe Lawhorn's Coal Country Road Bay coming up Saturday, April 27th.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great race. We'll be out there covering it, and sign up and come on out. It's going to be a good inaugural race for him.
I think Paris-Roubaix is called the Hell of the North.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard from Joe, this may be the Hell of the East.
I heard that. It's going to be a lot of climbing. So definitely get people's legs ready for race across the East. All right. Looks like we're good to go. And let's go ahead and introduce our guests for this week. Let me bring them on. Get them arranged here. It's Team Floro. 4-man team that's going to be doing a race across America this year. Hello, guys. How are you all doing?
Hi, James. Thanks for the opportunity. Great.
Hey, James. Hey, Lee.
Yes.
Thanks for the invitation.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Well, you want to tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing this year for RAAM and explain your team a little bit?
Yeah, we are 4 friends since a long time, and we said up front we want to do some stupid things and some really crazy things as well. And we had the opportunity 2-3 years ago to talk about and said, okay, we want to do the race across America. And 4 years later, right now, we are really happy to share that we want, and we for sure race across America this year. Yeah, and here we are. We cannot wait to be on the start line.
Excellent. Well, we can't wait to see you come through Ohio on your way to a great finish also. Being a 4-person team and having a little bit of experience and a win at the race around Austria, are you guys going to break into like 2 separate teams of 2-man to race, or are you going to just alternate all 4?
Yes, indeed. We are 2 teams with 2 riders.
Okay.
Every team has its own crew. So this is for us the fastest way. We trained this in the RAAM, also race around Austria last 2 years, and it was the best strategy for us. And yeah, we won.
Definitely.
Austria last year, so it should be pretty fast for us and good.
Excellent. Now I know you guys are bringing. I'm assuming you're bringing your whole crew and everything from over there to the United States. How is that impacting your training and your thoughts on how you're going to get here and all that wonderful stuff?
Yeah, we have for sure one really successful person, which is Wolfgang Fasching, who won a lot of times the race across America. And with his experience, we got a lot of good things, good tricks, and he I think he trained us a lot of things. And as we trained now in the real race the last 2 years, race around Austria, I think we are really prepared. Not only we as the riders, especially we had the opportunity the last 2 years that the whole team was built up together. They know each other very well, especially in hard times. It is race around Austria is nearly the half of race across America. So it was one step to the big event in a couple of weeks, couple of months. So I think we are prepared, and for sure the team is really prepared.
Excellent, excellent. We've got a comment here from Stefan. What is your goal as a team?
Hi, Stefan. We know him very well.
Okay.
If you go to a race like that, I think everybody wants to be prepared to win the race for sure. Makes no sense to tell everybody we want to go second, third, or eighth or whatever. for sure we want to give our best. We are practicing a lot, and we are ready to give really our best to be focused, to be to be the best riders as we can be in two teams. It is what it is, but we for sure give our best. And if it's the first place, it is the first one, but nobody knows right now.
Excellent, excellent. How are you guys prepping for the dry heat of the west and the humid heat of the east out here?
Yeah, that's pretty difficult in Austria, because in Austria it's winter right now, and it's cold and rainy. Okay, but yeah, we can train outside to go maybe for the mountains,
right?
Around, but we don't have the possibility to train in the heat or in the high humidity. But Florian is going to Lanzarote in a few weeks, and we are also as a team going to Spain, to Mallorca in end of April. So there we're going to train in the heat.
Yes.
But it's not able to train in the heat like it's in the desert of Nevada, for example.
Yeah.
So that will be challenging for us.
There you go.
For me, sometimes I really close my windows when I practice hard, and I'm sweating a lot, so it's getting warmer and warmer minute by minute. So I will practice like that.
Gotcha. Now, do you guys, when you train, do you primarily train outdoors or indoors, or a combination of both?
I think it's a combination. For this time, a lot of inside. Outdoor, it's too cold.
Right.
Yes, but when the weather is okay, then we also train outside.
Gotcha. Now, do you try to train as a team all the time, or do you kind of do your own separate thing and then kind of get together as a team? Like you said, you were going to do a couple of things prior to getting to RAAM.
Yeah, we are located close to each other, but for sure we train the most of the times during the week. We are separate. We train by ourselves regarding the work, the normal work, and so on, the family, and so on. But at the weekend, when we try to go outside hopefully in the next couple of months, 2 months, we go outside, and at the weekend we meet us together. Where one is driving from this direction to the other, we meet us in the middle, and then we ride the next couple of hours together, having fun as well on the bicycle. And as Adi told you before, we have some training camps where we are together, and then we push ourselves.
Excellent. As far as your food and your hydration, are you guys prepping for that? Are you primarily liquid diets, or a combination of liquid and solid, or does it vary from person to person?
It depends from person to person.
Okay.
Wolfgang Fasching gave us, of course, he gave us tips and tricks, and I think his way is a very good way. It's just fluid, only
right.
Fluid, just drinks. And we are preparing. And trying this into training right now, so that we won't have any problems with the nutrition in the RAAM while the race.
Gotcha. Now, I'm assuming since you're two-man teams, you're going to do a schedule where one pair of two are going to sleep, etc. Stefan had a question here: which rider snores during sleeping in his car? So I'm guessing he knows you guys pretty well.
He knows very well. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, because I'm a real fast power sleeper.
Okay.
So I'm in the car, even though I have 20 minutes rest. When Peter, he's my teammate, when he's I will fall in sleep immediately. So I don't hear anybody snoring, and hopefully I'm not snoring as well, because then I'm the loudest in the car. But when I'm ready, or when my turn starts, I'll be ready, and then snoring is not my biggest problem.
Gotcha. Now, do each of you have a preferred? Are you more time trial or climbers, or do you kind of do all of it?
Of course, all of us are very good bicycle racers, but especially Bernard and me, we are just because we are not very tall and we are very light, not that heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so in the race around Austria, our part was the mountains. Although
Gotcha.
most of the time we went the mountains up, but in the RAAM we will go into doing a little bit other strategy. But for me, the best thing is going up the mountain.
Gotcha.
And what we do right now, we start from the west with Team Adi and Bernie because the first time station is a little bit hilly. What we heard, and this is our strategy that they start, and then we go 6 hours by 6 hours. Team A, Team B,
Okay.
and the other team have some rest, and we don't take care. Is it now the rock is the whole time uphill, or is it a little bit straight and then it moves down? We don't take care about that because otherwise the team is getting crazy. If we switch from 2 hours ride to 6 hours or 4 or 3, it makes no sense, I guess. So we really start with Adi and Bernie from the beginning, and then we move, nearly 6 hours. We switch the teams.
Excellent. Now, I'm assuming each of you are going to have at least one, if not two or more bikes on this. You guys also have a team mechanic coming, and how are you preparing for all that?
First of all, we have some special bikes, not the typical ones. We have an Austrian wood bike, so it is my easel, which is really taking care of us. We have really on our sizes, on our weight, and all the stuff. We have a flat trial and a normal bicycle race. So this is really unique for us, and also for Race Across America. I think it should be the first time somebody's riding with the Austrian wood bikes.
Excellent.
Yeah, they look really amazing, and we are really happy. We drove last year at the race around Austria completely with these 8 bikes. And for sure, we have the mechanics with us. We have sticks with us, taking care about lights and nutrition and all this stuff. But we have hopefully every person included, from the navigator, the car driver, and so on and so on. So we are looking forward to hopefully don't have any issues on the bike and be safe and no
there
accidents.
You go. Now, how does you bringing up the wood bike? How does it compare to carbon or steel or aluminum as far as ride? Now, I've got a bamboo that I ride that I love. That's my favorite bike just because of the feel. So how do the wood bikes? I've never ridden one. How do they actually feel as far as riding?
Bernie, Peter, one of you guys?
Yeah, I think it's perfect for riding, because the weight is a little bit higher, not so much as a carbon, but it's the size is only for me, and yeah, this is perfect for riding.
Excellent.
It fits perfect. It fits perfect for everybody.
Excellent. I can't wait to see them. That's going to be a great thing for RAAM in general, just to see a new kind of bike. We have another question out here from another member of another 4-man team from UK. Do you guys have an RV hire on plan, or how are you guys handling your vehicles?
Yeah, this is a great question, Kalpa. It was really difficult up front from the organization point of view, because RVs are not that easy to get, especially if you get it on the west side. That's not the biggest problem, but we only go one direction. And for us, for example, we have to give them back in New York, so we have to move a lot of miles after the race as well with the RVs. And we have 2 of them. One RV is only for the media team, so they are completely separate out of these 2 teams we are riding. And the second one, we call it hotel. That means the team which have rest is going and having direct sleep on the RV. It is a big one, motorhome C30, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge one, because we are in total 21 person with a doctor and so on.
Right.
So we really need this RV, but it is not allowed to be like a bike car, a supporting car. It's really a car when the rest is taking place, that we can sleep there. And then we move always round about 120 miles or 100, close to 100 miles in one direction. We stop there, sleep, and when the next team is coming, we switch.
Excellent, excellent. Now you guys are going to have to help me with this comment because I do not know German, and hopefully it's an okay comment to put up.
Okay, I will translate it. This is my mom.
Okay.
Even if it's from my father-in-law, the account, but she said, really be safe and be first in Atlantic City, and she wish us the best of luck. So thanks.
Excellent. Well, thank you for translating that for me. We got another one for Stefan out there. Let me get it pulled up here real quick. And he's asking, we know you guys are all triathletes, so are you going to do some swimming to recover after or during the race?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, it depends on how much rain you have out here in Ohio. You may be swimming.
Okay.
And I think what he wants to tell us, hopefully it's not raining, otherwise we really have to swim with the bikes during the
definitely.
ride.
And there's from Kalpa. Excellent. Now, do you guys have a lot of sponsors helping you cover the bills getting to this race from where you're at?
Yeah, that's really, without that, it's not possible. So we have the good opportunity is now the last couple of years, let's say 1 decade. We have a lot of network, which is really in our mind the last couple of years. And with this supporters, it is possible to save enough money to do the race across America. We really have to say thank you to each of them. So they are here. This is now our jersey, which we will wear during the race. And we really have to say thanks. But without sponsors, it's not possible. Even as team as we are.
Yep. And all your sponsors are listed on your website, which is in the show notes. So go out there and check them out and give them a little bit of love. Is there any other interesting facts or things you guys want to bring up about your upcoming big event RAAM for this year? Or
yeah, it's for sure. If you go to our website first of all, or Facebook, Instagram, and so on, keep everybody updated in the next couple of days. Beginning of the training camp in Lanzarote, and we also do some other stuff like Bernie yesterday. He had a all-out test, so we got some little tapes on it. What we are doing in the next couple of weeks before the US trip. And for sure, as I told before, we have a big media group with us because we really want to have some traffic what we are doing in the US, and also before and after, because it's not only an experience for us. I think it should be also an experience, and maybe a little advantage if somebody else wants to do the race across America or a long time circling event to help them out, and also for us in the next maybe 10, 20 years, if we're getting older and older, to have some tapes, maybe a book is coming, to have it, if we can look back in the past, what we did the last, in 2024, for example.
Excellent. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming out, and I'm sorry that Lee couldn't be on to ask some of his good questions, but we want Lee to get better. Yes. Definitely. I do want to touch on one thing real quick before we head out. Wanted to bring up, there is one more crew seminar happening that's really a good thing if you've never attended one of these to join, especially this year with the new finish area. Gives you a lot of information. So if you're doing RAAM, Raw, or Race Across the East next weekend, join up, and hopefully they're not full yet. I did not look. So it is a great opportunity to learn. So again, we really appreciate you guys. We look forward to seeing you and your wooden bikes come through Ohio on your way to a first place finish.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. All right. You guys hang in here with me after we get done. I'm going to bring in Greg to close out the show, and we really appreciate you all. Thank you.
This
Thanks,
is
Jim.
Gregory Zuber thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.